Besties, I'm sorry, but there is no debate when I say this. Winter is the best season. So of course, why wouldn't I want to smell like winter? And then cue the intro. Bang! Hi besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a little fun winter themed video. I love watching hygiene videos, like shower routines, self-care routines. I love watching videos where people just share their favorite perfumes and how they smell good all day. So I thought, why not make that video winter themed? Because I love winter, okay? Give me all the vanilla, give me all the winter berry scents, give me all the gingerbread. Like, that is my favorite thing ever. Yeah, I love that. So let's get into this video. I'm gonna teach you how to smell good from the inside out, specifically for the winter. All right, you guys, smelling good when you come out of the shower is so easy, okay? You just showered, you're like sparkly clean. But smelling good all day, smelling good even if you didn't shower that day, that is the hard part. So I'm gonna give you my tips for smelling good all day, again, from the inside out. My first tip, and I think this is the most underrated tip, it is oral care. You guys, I have gone up to people that smell good. I can smell your cologne, I can smell your perfume,
but then I smell your breath.
and I'm like, girl, or boy. I'm just like, why do people underestimate oral care? It is the most important part of smelling good. If your breath smells good, you automatically smell good to me. Not only is oral care super important and underrated, but it's also just like really attractive to have really good oral care. My tips for having good oral care and having your breath smell pleasant and not stinky all day is, number one, you need to floss. Flossing is probably the most important thing ever. I know dentists will always tell you, are you flossing? You're not flossing, we can tell you're not flossing. And it's like they're trying to bully you, because it really is the most important thing ever. Not only is it important for the health of your teeth in terms of cavities, you could get gingivitis. I mean, you can get a ton of like teeth problems if you don't floss. So not only is it important for the health of your teeth, but for the smell of your breath in general. Every time you don't floss, you're leaving all these little like food particles just rot in between your teeth. I mean, just think about it. That is disgusting. The next most important part of oral care, in my opinion, is tongue scraping. That is something that people don't do. That is something that I didn't do until like 2 years ago, and that has made all the difference in my breath. I just find that I don't have that, like, I don't know, stink in my breath anymore, because you are literally scraping the food particles off your tongue. You're scraping off any like little bacteria that wants to sit there and cause bad breath. Your tongue is super important. That is probably what causes bad breath most of the time. If you ever see someone and their tongue is like white, that is not healthy. If you look in the mirror and your tongue is white,
It's not supposed to be white.
it's supposed to be like pinkish, but not white. So that means you should probably start tongue scraping. I love tongue scraping. I think it's so satisfying. It's also helped a lot with just like my general health. I can't even explain it. I think your tongue just holds a lot of bacteria. Tongue scraping is going to be your new best friend. Please try it. After you floss and after you scrape your tongue, you want to use mouthwash. We're not going to go into brushing our teeth just yet. And trust me, this is the correct order. I used to think that it was brush your teeth, floss, and then mouthwash. It is floss, tongue scraping, mouthwash, and then brushing your teeth. So with your mouthwash, you just want to make sure that you're actually gargling it in the back of your throat. I know that's something you see in movies a lot, and you might think, oh, I don't need to do that, like that's just for like show or whatever, but you really want to make sure that mouthwash gets back here in the throat and just like cleanses everything out. I have like the biggest tonsils back here, so I am prone to tonsil stones, unfortunately, and that reeks. Have you ever had a tonsil stone? That stinks, okay? You do not want to get tonsil stones. So I haven't had one in like years because I gargle the mouthwash in the back of my throat every single time. Mouthwash is also good after flossing and tongue scraping, just to make sure you get everything out and nothing is still sitting in your mouth just rotting and causing bad breath. And lastly, obviously the most important part of oral care is brushing your teeth. Haven't invested in an electric toothbrush? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's been years since I invested in an electric toothbrush, and honestly that was one of the best decisions I've made for the health of my teeth. Every time I go to the dentist now, they always tell me my gums look spectacular, my teeth look really good, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And I feel like I truly owe it to my electric toothbrush. I love any of the Oral-B electric toothbrushes, and no, this isn't sponsored, that's just what I use. Make sure you're brushing your teeth for at least 2 minutes. Make sure you're getting all the corners. Make sure you're getting behind your teeth too, because you don't want plaque sitting on your teeth or just like deep into your gums, and again, causing that bad breath. And lastly, my biggest tip when it comes to oral care, this has actually changed the way my oral care just like works together. This is something that is verified by dentists. You are not supposed to wash your toothpaste out. I didn't know that. Okay, I would always brush my teeth and use mouthwash, or I would use some water and just like spit out my toothpaste and make sure I got all of it out. That's not true. Your toothpaste is supposed to be like moisturizer for your teeth. Like if that's a good comparison, you're supposed to brush your teeth and leave the toothpaste on your teeth. Obviously like spit out the rest, but you're supposed to not rinse it out. That way the toothpaste has time to sit on your teeth, especially when you're asleep or you're sleeping, and really do its work, do its magic overnight. That way you can avoid cavities, you have good teeth, you don't have
Stinky breath. Like,
you are not supposed to rinse out your toothpaste. I did not know that, and if you didn't either, you're welcome. That is a big majority of oral care. Obviously, you guys know after you eat something real stinky, okay, you're eating onions, please brush your teeth. Just give your teeth a little rinse afterwards. I am a big coffee drinker, and coffee will make your breath stink, okay? It will make it rotten, so make sure after drinking some coffee, you rinse your teeth out. It also helps with not letting the coffee yellow your teeth over time. You don't want yellow teeth and stinky breath, okay? So rinse out that coffee. But that is it for oral care. Again, I feel like it is so underrated when it comes to smelling really good, but just think about it. The first thing people are gonna smell when you speak to them is your breath. You want to make sure it smells good. Alright, let's move into the shower routine, which is probably the most important part because, of course, showering is what makes us humans smell good. So something I do before I get in the shower is dry brushing. You guys have probably seen me do this a couple of times. You get a brush with those thick bristles and you brush your skin while it's dry. That's why it's called dry brushing. It's really good for exfoliation. It's really good for not getting those razor bumps, not getting ingrown hairs. It encourages natural cell turnover, which just means that you get like replenished skin. It's really good for reducing scars, dark spots, and improving overall circulation. I love dry brushing because I feel like it makes my skin really smooth, and it just gives my like skin a really smooth canvas for when I go into the shower and use all of my soaps and shave and stuff like that. And without that layer of dead skin cells sitting on your skin, your perfumes, your lotions, your oil are able to sit nicer on your skin and not necessarily penetrate your skin better, but like seep into it better for a more long-lasting effect. It's pretty logical. If you have a bunch of dead skin cells on your skin and you're applying lotion, all those lotions and oils and perfumes are just sitting on top of those dead skin cells, which eventually would just like flake off during the day. So dry brushing is extremely important. Dry brushing is really good for your skin and overall really good for smell. Your hair care routine in the shower, I feel like it's not that important. I don't think it matters what shampoo you use. It doesn't matter which conditioner you use. A lot of those things are going to be washed out, and your hair doesn't hold a ton of smell like from your shower, if that makes sense. Like you're not going to smell your shampoo days later on your hair because you're washing it out. So just follow up with your normal shampoo, normal conditioner. I use whichever one. I honestly think all shampoos and conditioners smell fine, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. But you do want to make sure that you're using a detoxifying shampoo every now and then. Just like with dry brushing, when you have dead skin cells on your skin, you also have dead skin cells in your hair, like on your scalp. You don't want all of that buildup causing a little bit of funk. They can cause a little bit of funk. I don't know if you guys like ever smelled someone when you went to hug them. Like you could just like smell it on their scalp or their head. Like people get like funky smells on their scalp, and I truly think it's because they're not using a good detoxifying or exfoliating shampoo, because buildup can smell, you guys. Buildup can just seep off a little bit of smell. So make sure you're using a good detox or exfoliating shampoo maybe once a week or 2 to 3 times a month. Your hair will also love a good hair mask, especially if it smells nice. It'll just sit in your hair for longer and give off that smell over time. I feel like this is a good time to mention that I do have low porosity, fine, wavy hair. My hair is very particular. It's very picky. Okay, my hair is like, it's got a mind of its own. But I do have a ton of hair care videos up on my channel if you guys want to go check those out. I give all of my tips on hair care because I feel like I have finally gotten the hang of my hair. I feel like my hair was like that really spoiled teenager that just like you'd never understand, and she just like yells at everyone and you're like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you? But then you finally get her. You finally get it and you're like, oh, that's literally my hair. Now, as for body care in the shower, we already went over dry brushing before your shower, but also in your shower, you also want to exfoliate. Although I wouldn't pair that with dry brushing because that's just too much exfoliation and you could just like irritate your skin. But for body care, I love to use a good exfoliating scrub in the shower. I love the ones by Tree Hut. I know they're like not fancy. They're very like drugstore, but those are the only ones that I feel like like works so well on my skin. Every other scrub, I feel like it just does nothing. The tree scrub is just solid, okay? And they have holiday scents, so this is where the holiday insert comes in. You can get a good like pumpkin spice scrub by Tree Hut. You can get those like candy cane scents, and those scrubs are gonna sit in your skin for longer because you're literally scrubbing the dead skin off, and you're letting all those oils and ingredients that smell so nicely penetrate your skin just a little bit more. I like to pair that with an exfoliating glove or a loofah, and my skin not only smells good, but it looks and feels so smooth. Make sure you use a good shower oil to shave. Bonus points if the shower oil smells good, because again, you're just adding more scents to your skin and just giving your skin a little bit more of that, like, I don't know, you know that fresh scent when you come out of the shower and you're like that just smells really good. Those shower oils, those scrubs are really gonna help you achieve that, because shampoo, conditioner, and like one body wash is just not enough. Plus, you're just washing all those things out. Now, of course, you want to make sure you are deeply washing your stinky zones. Okay, we know what I mean by that. The pits and in between the legs, you want to make sure you are washing those as well, obviously. For my armpits, I really keep it so simple. I don't like scrub stuff in there because I feel like that darkens my armpits over time. So I just use a good shower oil to really get in there. I feel like that is the only thing that really washes out my deodorant as well. I like to pair it with my loofah, and that is perfect. I feel like that is enough. I don't use any scrubs. I don't use like harsh exfoliants under my armpits. However, if you struggle a little bit more than other people with scent under your arm, which I'm just gonna be honest, I do. Okay, I've talked about this a couple times on my channel. I sweat. I don't know where that came from. My body just loves sweat. Like, I'm sweating right now. I'm sweating right now. I sweat when it's cold. I sweat when it's hot. I sweat when I'm nervous. I sweat when I'm happy. I just sweat all the time, and I don't know where that came from. But yeah, I have to put a little bit extra care in my underarms, because otherwise I will stink. Like, I will smell so musty. So if you are like me, grabbing a good cotton pad with glycolic acid every now and then, obviously not in the shower, but after the shower, and just rubbing in that glycolic acid is gonna help you diminish that scent. It's gonna help exfoliate a little bit. Don't do it too often, because I do find that if you do it too often, it can darken your underarms. But yeah, glycolic acid for your armpits, amazing for scent and just the overall look and feel of your underarm. As for in between your legs, you want to make sure you're using a bar of soap that is not scented, that is gentle. Okay, I love the Dove like unscented care line. I'll insert a picture somewhere here because I can't remember exactly what it's called, but that is the best soap for your like in between your legs area. You do not want to use scented soaps. Please do not use a soap that is pumpkin spice scented under there. Okay, you will never forgive yourself for doing that. So make sure you're using a very gentle, non-scented soap for that area. That is perfect for me. I don't find I have like any smell coming off of me. Although, let's be honest, that is completely normal. We are women, okay? And sometimes things don't smell super pleasant. That is completely normal, you guys. Like, I don't even think I have to say that's normal. That's just part of human existence. All right, that is it for the shower routine portion. I feel like don't overcomplicate it, you guys. Like, just a good, solid, like basic shower routine is gonna get you smelling good. I feel like the most important part of smelling good is obviously the post shower routine though, because that is when you're layering on products that are gonna sit on your clothes, gonna sit on your skin, gonna sit in your hair, and that is what you're gonna smell like. So I feel like that is why it is the most important part. So let's get into that. Now for hair, post-shower routine, I like to do a nice little blowout. If I keep my hair natural, it's the same thing. It doesn't really matter. I mean, like wavy hair, straight hair, it doesn't matter. It's gonna smell good regardless. But the key for having your hair smell good after you are done styling it is using a nice smelling oil or a nice smelling hair perfume. You don't want to spray a regular perfume in your hair because those contain alcohols which can dry your hair. But there are brands that do make perfumes for hair, such as Gizu. Is it pronounced Jizu or Gizu? I think it's Gizu. I'm gonna say Gizu. They make a really nice hair perfume. I love that perfume. I don't think it's super long lasting, but it is a nice hair perfume for like the day or a date night or something. But there are a lot of brands that make hair perfumes, so definitely invest in that instead of just spraying in a regular perfume, because again, that can dry out your hair really badly. I feel like that is super important, using a good hair perfume or hair oil, because your hair can hold so many smells and scents. Have you ever cooked something? Like, I've cooked fish before and it just gets in my hair and I can smell it in my hair. So don't underestimate the power of how much smell your hair can hold. As for body care, I'm gonna say it, the first thing, the most important part, I don't care, this is like not the most important part and people are gonna disagree with me, deodorant. I don't even care if you don't wear lotion. I don't care if you don't wear perfume. You need deodorant, okay? And I'm not talking about the natural kind. That might be controversial as well. Please, I have tried the natural deodorants. I'm a sweaty girl. I'm a smelly girl, okay? The sweat here is not, it doesn't smell pleasant. It just does. I wish it smelled like Dior perfume, but it doesn't. And I have tested out those natural deodorants. They're lying to y'all. They do not work. I've tried out at least 3 brands. They just do not work. I use Dove Invisible Powder deodorant. That has been my go-to since high school. It's literally the only thing that really like just stops all the sweat, stops the mustiness that wants to come out of my armpits so badly. It smells so good. It just smells like clean girl vibe. It doesn't give me any like white stains on my clothes. It doesn't pill. You know when you lift up your armpit and you can see like the deodorant pilling? That one does not do that. It is my go-to deodorant and it is drugstore and it is $3, okay? But it's not the type of deodorant where if you hug me, you're just gonna smell my deodorant. I hate smelling deodorants. I know that's like, what? Like, but that's so specific, but if I can smell your deodorant,
it's not a good deodorant.
I feel like it's most common in guys too. Like, you ever hug a guy and you can smell his deodorant? It's like, I want to smell your deodorant. That is not, I don't think that's normal, but I'm not sure. You guys can correct me in the comments, but I don't think you're supposed to smell your deodorant. Now for the rest of body care, we're gonna get into layering, okay? You want to know how to layer your perfumes, your oils, and your lotions like a boss. I'm gonna teach you because I have been perfecting the art of layering, and I feel like I can smell my perfumes and my lotions on me days. Okay, not for days because I shower obviously, but I can smell it for a long time. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you how to layer your lotions, oils, and perfume. Now I do want to say I'm gonna try to keep this simple and not overcomplicate it, because honestly I think the more you overcomplicate it and you're layering on like A, B, C, D, and F, you're just gonna smell like overwhelmingly like too much. That's just my opinion. I know some people love to layer on product after product. I think keeping it simple is honestly your best bet, and I like that clean girl scent, you know? I don't want like a big whiff of like a whole bunch of scents. I just like to keep it really nice and simple. So first product you want to apply post shower is obviously your body lotion. Do not apply an oil first. That's just gonna dry out your skin, because oils are meant to lock in any moisture or hydration, and if you just got out of the shower and your skin is dry and you're applying oil, you're locking in dryness basically. So don't apply oil first. You want to go in with your moisturizer first. These are my 2 favorite drugstore lotions. I love this one by Ola. You guys have seen me use this in almost every single one of my like shower routines, self-care routines. This is a super hydrating and nourishing lotion. This is one of my favorite drugstore body lotions. Again, it's so hydrating. It has a really nice like scent. It doesn't smell too like powerful, too sweet. It just has like a nice like clean scent. This one is my favorite if you want something a little bit more thick, a little bit more moisturizing. They both, in my opinion, give your skin a really nice glow, but this one is definitely going to give you a deeper glow because it's just so much more like moisturizing and nourishing. So yeah, these are my 2 favorite drugstore lotions. You don't have to break the bank. You don't have to break the wallet, okay, to have good products. These are amazing. Now if you're looking for something a little bit more high end, if you're willing to spend a little pretty penny on some lotions, then my first recommendation is going to be Josie Maran. You guys have also seen me use this for literally years. It is one of my favorite lotions of all time. They recently rebranded so you can buy these and refill the jar so it's not as wasteful. But this one is called Vanilla Vibes, and it smells like cedarwood, vanilla bean, violet, bergamot, juniper berries, and they are 100% plant-based fragrances. Now again, Josie Maran is obviously more expensive. You can find this at Sephora, but in my opinion it is 100% worth your money. I think these last so long because you only need a little bit, because it is so moisturizing. In fact, I read somewhere that preparing models, like I forgot who said it, but the way they prepare models for the runway, because you know models have that like really glowy like moisturized skin, is they use Josie Maran. And I was like, hello, I want to have skin like models, okay? So Josie Maran, amazing. And they smells amazing. This is perfect for the winter season because you get that like warm bergamot, you get that warm vanilla scent that's just like so cozy, but it's not too overpowering, which is why I love this one. Now another moisturizer that is also a bit more expensive, but I really think it's worth your money too, is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This literally smells like warm caramel, warm vanilla vibes. I can't even, actually don't even know what this is supposed to smell like. So this has notes of pistachio, salted caramel, and vanilla. So again, you get that really sweet, warm scent, which I think is perfect for the winter. This is gonna layer really well with all these other perfumes I'm gonna show you in a minute that are also very warm, very vanilla, very just like cozy winter smells. I love the glow that it gives my skin, but I know it's expensive, so I don't want to put this all over my body. Otherwise, I will run through this so quickly. You can also just mix these two, like do 2 pumps of this and then a little scoop of this, mix it in with your hands and then put it on your body. Save yourself some coins. You don't have to like keep repurchasing this and run through it so quickly. Once you've applied those, then that is when you want to layer on some oil. Now, these 3 are my favorite oils. We have the Caudalie Smooth and Glow Oil Elixir. I don't think this smells very wintry. I think it really has no smell, which is fine by me. But this really locks in all of my body butters, all of my lotions, all of my creams. Like, just gives my skin that extra glow, and it locks in, again, all that moisture. So I do love this one, and this thing has lasted me forever because you really don't need that much when it comes to oils. My second favorite one is gonna be the Bum Bum Body Oil, which pairs really well with the cream. And again, both of these have that like salted caramel, vanilla like smell. It's just so warm and cozy for the holidays. It just smell like, I don't even know, like a candle basically is what you smell like. This one again is really gonna help to lock this in. But if you're looking for a drugstore or more affordable option, Trader Joe's has one that is literally identical. In fact, I think this one has more of like a glide, if I'm being honest. It also smells like salted caramel and pistachio. This smells literally identical, and again, you really don't need that much. Like, this thing will last me forever. So after your moisturizers, after your body butters and creams, that is when you want to apply your oils. And I'm gonna be so honest, I apply oil everywhere because then I just feel so greasy and like there's just like oil all over my body. So I keep the oils to areas where I want the perfume to really grab on and stick. So if you apply perfume on top of a moisturizer and an oil, it is really going to stick and you're gonna get that long lasting scent effect. That is how you layer on your body products and perfumes to get that long lasting fragrance effect. Now, as for perfumes, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have some really good winter options here that I just feel like are perfect for fall, for winter, for the holidays. Like, I'm definitely gonna be wearing these to Christmas parties, and Christmas parties, like I've been invited to like 5 of them. No, like I've only been invited to like 2, and that's my parents and my husband's parents party. But I'm gonna be wearing them regardless, okay? We're gonna start off with the most affordable options, and I'll try not to spend too much time talking about all of them. So let's get started. First up, we have the Brazilian Crush Cheirosa Pistachio and Salted Caramel by Sol de Janeiro. Now, guys, these all like pair so perfectly because they're literally the exact same line and scent. So if you want to smell just like this, these will all pair perfectly, obviously. But that is not really my goal. I don't want to smell like these particularly, like completely. This is also a hair and body fragrance mist, so you can use some of it for your hair as well, and it won't be as damaging for your hair as other perfumes with heavy alcohols. But yeah, I love this one. It has such a warm and cozy scent. It is perfect for the winter. Okay, I just realized this isn't really drugstore. It is on the more affordable side of perfumes and mists, but it is definitely not drugstore. But for a drugstore option, we have Frenchie. Okay, I've seen these available at Target. This is their scent Cashmere Vanilla. This is a hair, body, and linen mist. Oh my gosh, this just smells so good. It's actually what I used today because it just smells like vanilla, but like not as sweet. It's more of like a salty vanilla. Okay, online it says it has notes of cozy vanilla, toasted jasmine rice. I don't really smell rice, but whatever. Warm amber and creamy musk. And I agree, it's got that like spicy vanilla scent that's just like ever so slightly spicy. It's not too in your face, but yeah, it's not too sweet, which is why I love this one. I feel like it just like that cozy scent, but it's not too overpowering and sweet, so I love this one. Another drugstore option, I've also seen these at Target. This is the brand Finery, and this is a scent sweet on the outside. Online it says that this smells like Madagascar vanilla, cacao wood, and smoked vetiver. I think that's how you pronounce it, vetiver maybe. Now the whole thing behind Finery's whole thing is that they're supposed to be dupes for really expensive perfumes. So this is supposed to be a dupe for Billie Eilish's perfume. I'm not really sure what that smells like. I've actually never smelled it, but I can tell you this has a lovely cozy scent. I think it is perfect for the winter. It's got that cozy vanilla scent without it being too overpowering. All right, now we're gonna get into the more high-end perfumes, the ones that are more of an investment, but they are also more long-lasting fragrances. My first pick, probably the one that I'm the most excited for because I just love the scent. I adore the scent. That's a strong word, but I adore it. It is the Replica by the Fireplace. Guys, this perfume literally smells like you're sitting by the fireplace, you're roasting some marshmallows, you've got s'mores going, like there's Christmas lights hung up behind you and people are caroling. That's what it smells like. Ever since I smelled it for the first time ever, I just could not believe how they were able to get such a perfect holiday scent into a bottle. I love this scent. I think it's a very unique scent. Okay, you don't really smell like, oh, vanilla. Like, this literally smells like burning wood, but obviously in a good way. Next up, we have Jo Malone's Ginger Biscuit Cologne. You guys know this cologne is super popular. I believe it's like sold out last year super quickly. I believe it's sold out this year already. I went to Sephora and I was like, do you guys have the full size? And they were like, no. So I settled for the mini and it is perfect. This smells like a gingerbread house. Like, I am gonna wear this to all of the Christmas parties. You get a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of vanilla with the spice of ginger. It is a limited edition cologne on Jo Malone's website. It smells like ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, melting into caramel, butter crumbly with roasted hazelnuts, warmed by tonka bean and vanilla. Now for my vanilla fans, I know those two were very like lightly vanilla scented. If you're looking for an actual vanilla scent, the Kayali Vanilla 28. Amazing. Again, I only have a mini. I try to not buy a full-size perfume until I'm completely happy with it. So as you can see, I have a bunch of perfumes. I have more in my closet and a lot of those were gifted to me, but I try not to buy a full size just because I'm like, I already have so many. So I buy the minis. It literally is the perfect vanilla perfume. I would say it's probably my favorite vanilla perfume that I own. You can't just guess that it's vanilla straight off the bat. It's like a dark musky vanilla. Kayali also makes wonderful perfumes. In fact, one of my favorite ones and also my husband's favorite perfume is the Kayali Pistachio perfume. So this has vanilla orchid, tonka, absolute, amber woods, musk, and brown sugar. So you get a perfect mixture of sweetness and also just like muskiness, which I love. This smells so good and it's perfect for the holidays. Now my last perfume recommendation for the winter, and honestly also one of my favorites, is it's gonna be the YSL Libre Intense. This is the darker bottle. I know the other bottle, the lighter one, is very, very popular. I'd say it's more on the like spicy muskiness side, but you can still smell the warm vanilla. I think this is a perfect scent for the fall or the winter. I'm not sure if people are gonna disagree with me because some people say this smells like grandma, but honestly, I don't care then. I'm a grandma. I think out of all of the perfumes I showed you guys in this video, this one is probably the most long-lasting one. It literally stays on your skin and on your clothes for days. If you don't like shower or wash it off your skin, it will stay there for days. I can smell this on my clothes sometimes even after I wash my clothes, which I'm like, whoa. That is it for the products and the layering. Obviously, the key to smelling good is also internal hygiene. Make sure you are taking your supplements. Make sure your gut is healthy. If you have an unhealthy gut, you will have a bad breath, you'll have bad body odor. Those are things internally that matter a lot for just a good smelling body, a body that's just like working and functioning properly. I have taken care of my gut extensively these past few years. I have gotten into coconut cold. I take my probiotics, I take my prebiotics, I drink a lot of kombucha. Like, I love having a healthy gut. It is seriously unmatched. Like, I never complain about my stomach hurting or having like bathroom issues, or I don't know. It's been really popular lately to see on TikTok people be like, eating this, I'll blow up the toilet. And I'm like, whoa, I don't know what you guys are eating or what's going on with your gut, but it is really important to take care of your gut. And that in return will give you good body odor because you have a healthy body. I think another thing that people underestimate when it comes to smelling good is also laundry. It's really important how you do your laundry. I can sometimes smell how like someone does their laundry when I smell it on them. I can't even explain it, but like sometimes I can smell like a funky like detergent, or I can just smell like, I don't know, that you don't use a detergent. I can't even explain it, but using a good detergent, using a good fabric softener, not using too much of it, using the perfect amount, and doing your laundry, make sure you're washing your clothes, is really important. I don't like to rewear my clothes a ton. I obviously rewear my jeans like a couple of times before I wash them, but if my jeans smell like the outside, if I wear my jeans outside and they smell like the outside, I will always wash them. I'm at home a lot, so that's why I everywhere in my clothes. Like I'm not really doing much or going out anywhere. But yeah, make sure you're also washing your clothes really well. All of these things are gonna help you achieve the best smelling presence. You're gonna walk into a room and people are gonna be like, what is that smell? And as I showed you guys, it's not really about the products. Like you don't have to have like the most high-end products. You don't have to have a super extensive shower routine. I showed you guys a ton of products. Half of them were drugstore. Really is about basic hygiene and taking care of your body from within to have, you know, a good smelling presence. And specifically again for the winter, I love all these products. I think I like this video because I'm just like, I love when I smell people and they smell like fall or winter. I'm like, I can literally smell the season on you. That is amazing. So I'll definitely be doing this video again when summer or spring rolls around. If you're interested, make sure to follow, subscribe, all of that to check out that video when it comes around. Yeah, I hope you guys like the tips, the routine, and the products that I shared with you guys. And may we all smell like cozy winter this season. Thank you for watching. Oh my god.